Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness. What a
No way.
what a
What a first episode.
what a first episode. Oh my goodness. It's always a first episode without some break, but whatever. That's
Time to talk about what we were talking about in the beginning.
you know what? Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I was like wondering. It's like, oh, the light is on.
I was like,
That's crazy.
I was like, how come I don't hear it in the headphones? And I thought
I'm
I was
like
going crazy.
I'm like,
I
who
was
turned this off? What? Oh my.
Well-
You know what? Whatever. We do it again. Whatever.
Yeah.
If no one's coming in here, whatever.
Nerd out season 2.
Whoever's in the chat, that's just technical issues.
Yeah,
That's just how it is.
I can't even access the JOE and JOE.
JOE.
Is that what it's called? I don't even remember.
You know what? Whatever. We do extra time. Whatever. It's fine. 11 minutes are lost. Whatever. If we go over, that's fine. It's just a third week, so everyone is still getting through everything, so it's not too bad. I was kind of like wondering. I'm like, oh god, my camera is recording at the other room. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, that was wild. So I guess we do it again.
We do it again.
So okay, hello y'all. This is Nerding Out. Everything nerdy, all things nerdy, every time, all the time. My name is Nico,
and I'm Gabe.
and yeah, this is chord 2 of what we've been talking about for the past 11 minutes, 12 minutes because technical issues. But other than that, yeah, we're here. We're now in the 12 and 11 o'clock time slots,
Yeah, dude.
and we are here. Just back to season 2. After all that mishaps, but other than that, we are here for our season 2 premiere of our show for the spring 2024 season. Just some small announcements first before we rerun everything again. We have the ksfs radio app on the Google Play Store and the Apple Store. It's been released since I think 3 weeks ago, so it's there, new and improved. You can also chat in the system and also do some more stuff within the application as well. But other than that, thank you all for stopping by and listening. And yeah, let's get started again with what we've been talking about for the past 13 minutes now. So Gabe, what did you do this winter break?
Well, this might be hard for you to believe, but
It's crazy.
I got a Meta Quest 2.
That's crazy. A Meta Quest 2. Oh my
And
goodness.
I got one of the little retro boy
Oh
Game
yeah, the
Boys
retro ones.
with gazillion games.
Yeah, I think we talked about we talked about it during the mishap, but the retro games as well. Those 10K in one Game Boy cartridge games have been like very common in the past, but it's I guess a neat trend really, especially if you're into just having those homebrew type of like systems where you're able to just get a lot of games. But most of the time though, especially Game Boy, it's just mainly Nintendo NES games. But other than that, it's pretty nice though.
How about you, Nico? What do you do?
I got sick. I got sick. So story time just for a TLDR. I got sick during Christmas break, and yeah, during the time it was let's just say it was very we know that one of my aunts was sick, but other than that, that's just it really. The weird thing is that it took about I think like 24 hours for it to kick in, and then on the day of that we had to leave, I got sick, so we had to stay an extra day over at my aunt's place. I'm like, okay, so that was kind of pain, but other than that, that should be fine for the most part. But yeah, on the topic of the Quest 2, before we change topics, did you see the Apple Vision Quest, the Apple Vision headset thing that they released? I think a few weeks ago already.
Yeah,
where people have been just doing their daily lives, but with the use of the Apple headset, is it's very dystopian, not gonna lie, and it's very funny in the same time because it's more, I guess it's more AR than VR.
yeah.
Augmented reality glasses instead of virtual reality like the Quest 2 and all the other tech has. But yeah, it's an interesting device, really. I don't know how much it is, but considering it's Apple and their premium tax, I'm assuming
Wasn't
it's
was
like 1K or something.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's like 4.5 now.
4.5K?
I'm pretty sure that's what I
That
saw.
can't be. Oh my.
It's Apple.
I mean, it's
bro.
Apple, but that's like even more than the laptop, I think. I may be wrong.
I mean, how often does Apple actually drop products that are like decently priced? You know?
Yeah, decently priced, quote unquote. But it should be. It's not too bad, but um,
Oh no, yeah, it's 3.5 on the Apple website.
3.5. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's 3.5. I mean, it's kind of
That's not
not
justifiable
worth-
at all, dude.
it's not worth really, because as someone who's building a computer within this like spring 2024, you can basically get like a very hefty computer that does everything for 3,000, but 3,000 for like a headset.
Yeah, dude, just to see your text messages in front of you, bro.
Oh my.
That's not the move,
It's
dude.
not
Just
the-
just get a phone, dude.
It
Just,
will be.
just pull it in and out of your pocket. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Justification in spending stuff is you have to kind of be wary of it, because, man, yeah, I've been like buying stuff lately, but at least it's for like for work, for school, for things. But justifying $3,000 just for Quest 2, oh my, that's a ooh, what a what a thing to think about. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, even though we've been just those few minutes, we'll be right back after this a short one music break, and once we get back, we will talk about games, notable games that we played during the winter break, and so on and so forth. So yeah, we'll see you guys in a few.
See you in a bit,
See you in a bit.
Pookies.
Give me a chance, just give me a shot, please understand. I'm all that I've got, I've walked the land for a rendezvous. If you're down, I'm down to talk, or I'm down to keep it cool. Tell me
hello.
Hello.
That was "Give Me a Chance" by Dreamer Isioma. Isioma's maybe mispronouncing the last name, but yeah, that was "Give Me a Chance" by Dreamer Isioma. And yeah, we're back here at the KSFS station, nerding out, season 2 of our show, episode 1. So moving topics in terms of from just in general of what you did in this winter break. Yeah, there's like a bunch of games that released during winter break, and currently, one of the games I kind of want to talk about today is Lethal Company. So
Ooh.
yeah, for anyone who here doesn't know Lethal Company, it's a game that is released on Steam about four I guess employees or assets, as they say, and your job is to let's just say gather scrap for the company.
Yeah, dude.
It's a
Black
It's a-
company.
It's a black company. Oh my god! So that's to be another topic for another episode. AK, we'll see. But so basically, this game has taken the internet by storm. A lot of people have been playing it online. A lot of streamers and a lot of content creators have played it for the price of like I think $20. I think it's very.
I think it's
affordable.
10.
It's 10. Oh yeah, it's 10.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
It's a very like affordable game. I'm like, oh, I realized that because
then-
it's like.
Has a lot of mod support too.
Yeah, and mod support especially. A lot of games with mod support have been popping as usual because it's mod support. The community can make different like game modes and characters and all that such. But it's been one of the games that has like sunk into like the most of my winter break, especially with like friends because it's a very replayable game. Yeah, basically, as I said before, the concept is you getting scrap in a moon, as they say, like the world that you're like dropping in. Most of the planets and all that such are like very desolate, so you won't be like seeing like other players or people, but mainly
Just creatures looking to hunt you down.
yeah, just creatures mainly. But yeah, it's been one of those games that really like sunk a lot of hours. Especially I remember I think first when you usually people like play it modded, but when people like began like playing the game like vanilla normally, people got hella scared in terms of like what they experience because the when you're playing as a player, you're not really like like Superman or whatever. You're just
Yeah.
a person. You have you have
Joe
health.
Schmo yourself, dude.
Yeah, Joe Schmo yourself.
And then,
You're not very physically fit. I mean, you're not like you're not physically fit, so you can't like run infinitely
yeah.
like in typical games.
you got weight to think about.
You got way to think about when you're grabbing stuff. You got other stuff such as equipment so that you can survive, quote unquote. And then you have the quota. You have to. There's a lot of stuff.
How far have you gotten with the quota? Like, what was the largest number you had ever reached?
Probably get to like day 4.
How much is day 4? Like 800?
So okay, so how the game works is that you have 3 days in a quota, right?
Yeah.
The game gets progressively harder because you have to attain a certain like number.
Yeah.
So first you start with like 100 something, then you start with like 200, and then it gets to like 400, and then it gets like 600, and so on and so forth. So basically, it's basically a thinking game. You get a lot of loot, right? You can like give everything, or you can save it for the next like quota. Because how it works is that once you reach that quota and you give more, you just basically get more just to buy stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just a thinking game of, oh, should you save this for the next like pay cycle, or should you just spend everything just to buy some stuff for better survival? Better survival.
Wow, that's amazing, Nico. I had actually never thought about doing that.
Yeah.
I'm just the type to sell everything that's on the
I
ship
mean,
and
basically,
start from zero.
I mean, usually you would want to like sell everything because, you still have to pay the tax or fees, whatever.
yeah.
Because whenever a player gets eliminated, it gets off of your the total amount that you have like in your reserve. So, like for example, someone got eliminated by a monster, right? It takes about like $43 into your. It doesn't take it from the quota, but it takes it from the the shop currency, whatever. So that's basically what they're like charging you.
Yeah. We kind of work for a lethal company,
It do be.
and then we. I wish we had a soundboard button, or it could just be a dumb noise.
Yeah, we'll
Wait,
probably figure it out,
I wanna
but
program
I have
it.
an idea. But if we, we'll figure it out. We just have to like plug it in somewhere, and then we should be set. But yeah,
Yeah,
soundboard
that-
might be interesting though.
Yeah, soundboard would 100% be fun, dude.
Yeah, another game that's very controversial, I guess, if you would say, is Pal World. Pal World is a third-person game.
It is goated.
It's
My goat.
It do be. So for anyone as usual doesn't know, Pal World is a third-person survival game.
It's like-
monster catching game.
It's like Ark.
Yeah, it's basically Ark.
If you've ever heard or played Ark Survival Evolved, it's basically like you capture like creatures, pals, that, if we're being honest, they're just Pokemon. Just think of a Pokemon.
Yeah, it's basically Pokemon, but
And
in
then
survival
you,
aspect.
and then you just capture them, and then you you make them work.
Yeah, and there's
Like,
some other crazy stuff as well, but we'll talk about it later. But Pal World, released like I think a week ago already. It hasn't been a while, but it's
It's been like maybe like a week or two. But
it's
like,
been a week technically.
it's been a crazy week. You know?
It's been crazy, especially when it first released, and then a lot of people like
100%.
played it. A lot of I think people have been talking about like controversy in terms of like their AI or whatever, but I think people are just
I think it's cool.
it's a decent game really, but it's gotten to the point where I think Nintendo responded.
Well, that's
Which
'cause,
is
like,
crazy.
No, dude, it's crazy because it's all the Nintendo like like the diehard fans.
Yeah.
That are like so mad. They're like, "Oh, Power World shouldn't."
Yeah, the thing is
exist."
that-
and it's like
The thing is that
bro,
it's been a year though. Like it's been a year, and then Nintendo could have like already took
Exactly.
it down. That's a thing.
like literally, they did not care about this project until like the diehard fans
Diehard
start
fans just,
like
like-
their email. They're like, "You know about this game? This game's 100% ripping you off."
Sometimes I really question people like defending like mega corporations. That's a weird thing.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, the thing is that if anyone here knows Nintendo, they will take down like modded stuff like immediately, and like they're very quick about it. But the fact that they are like Palworld has been like in development for like already like in a year or two, and they like posted like videos of like their monsters and their creations and all such on their YouTube.
Yeah.
They could have already taken them down like already, but the fact is that they had to make the statement because Pokemon fans to be crazy, certain Pokemon fans to be crazy. So yeah, that's man, when it comes to discussions, especially on websites like Twitter, it gets just crazy, really.
Yeah, dude.
It's that's just how it is, really, when it comes to the internet.
How are you gonna defend a game that's like half baked and just like a replica?
Yeah.
Like modern Pokemon games like have lost their spark. Like they're just buggy messes that try to do something
yeah,
new.
and the line of the line in terms of what people like want is like already lower to the point that Palworld has already exceeded like 2 million copies. I'm like, oh, damn.
I wonder how many copies they have now.
There should be a lot though. I mean, they've been pumping out mainly. Well, first of all, they've been pumping out like mainly like technical updates
Yeah.
just to fix like the important stuff like the Palworld AI and all that such. Because there's this very common trend where pals get incapacitated on for some apparent reason. It's called sometimes they wait, what happened? How much?
Oh my god. They have reached. This is January 31st. They have sold 12 million copies on Steam and 7 million players on Xbox. I'm assuming the Xbox
It's
one
Game Pass.
is Game Pass.
But still.
I will say I am mad at Xbox Game Pass because they are not they're not updating Palworld.
Yeah, because
At the same time.
because console updates is very funky. It's I don't know why they still have that thing, but
Dude.
I guess. Ugh.
Dude, they literally it's so easy. You could easily crossplay with it. But dude, The Xbox One is behind on like 3 updates, bro. It is so annoying.
Yeah, cause usually with updates, usually with console updates, they tend to try to do the mega method where they put all like the previous updates in one package. But even then, it takes years. Well, not years, but a while just to have the recent ones.
That's
But
so annoying, dude.
do be. But I remember one time when I was playing Palworld with like some folks on Discord. We were like just like testing out some stuff with just catching, and we realized that I think this was like earlier, and earlier in like the Palworld release, you can like catch like the merchants and all the other stuff. It's a very interesting concept. Like, oh, okay, so
I'm surprised they allowed that.
yeah, I mean, it's not that. Yeah, it just so happens it's probably a coding, but you know what's crazy? They have a PAL entry, a PAL entry.
They 100% did that on purpose.
It's like the equivalent of Pokédex, and they happen to have it in the Pokédex. I'm like, oh, so it's a very nice game. I think people at this point are just just waiting for like new stuff because as usual with games, they tend to
Die out.
well, not die out, but more like they overplay it in a way.
Oh, I
But
get it.
yeah, but interestingly though, it's still a fun game. Especially, I'm kind of excited to see what's up because the map is not complete.
Yeah.
From what I've heard so far, the map, especially in the current stage, is like just a quarter of it currently, because in the center of the map there's like a huge tree, right? There's like a big tree that like surrounds like the middle of it, but you can't like check the map if that makes sense to see what's there. So from what people are speculating, it's probably just there's gonna be more like regions or something along those lines. It's gonna be wild, especially
the God Pal.
But yeah, there's like a lot of like stuff that you can do. Especially, you can also capture the boss Pokemons through a method. They will still register, which is wild. But there's like it's like a weird function where you have to get a wanted level, which is crazy to think about. Wanted level in Pal World, but it's a thing, I guess. And you have to like, I think you have to aggro it to the police or whatever against the boss, and it will be, I guess, tagged so that they're catchable or whatever. And then there's a chance that you can get it, but you can get it.
That's
They're
interesting.
like the most overpowered thing at the moment. So yeah, that's
That's Pal World.
That's Pal World.
That's the newest controversy. in gaming.
newest crave, especially.
100%. Yeah. I feel like releasing during the wintertime too was like so perfect
Yeah,
because it's like people are on break.
just playing games as usual, just
exactly.
chilling before school starts again. You know what other game that's like very controversial as well?
Which one?
The Justice League game.
Oh yeah, I
Suicide Squad.
guess. I feel like it's just more people just like not really giving it a chance. Like the DC tryhards going like, well, actually, this is why they wouldn't win, and it's some whatever reason in the comics.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing from what I've heard is that it takes place in the Arkham verse. Or something
Yeah.
else like- that is a weird thing to think about. I'm like, huh?
They killed Arkham Batman. Yeah.
Arkham Batman. I'm like, I don't know. It's a kind of weird thing to think about, really, because it's like they just like they just deleted everything that in terms of like I'm assuming it's just like Batman games at this point, but they said it takes place in the Arkham universe, which is kind of a weird thing because it's only been Batman
Yeah.
and all such, and now they just kill them off. I'm like, okay,
Well,
it's just weird.
yeah. But like because I already like saw like some stuff of the game, right?
Yeah.
I've like seen parts. I don't have a coherent story.
Yeah.
But it's like some people are like speculating that like it isn't the real Justice League because of how they were being killed and stuff like that.
It's just It's just kind of weird that they mention, oh, this takes place in the Arkham verse. I'm like,
And then
doesn't make sense because that's not the point.
yeah, and then another thing I'm wondering is how's the season pass gonna work? Like they're like, or didn't they talk about having like a battle pass and like Jokers coming in?
Well, the thing is that I don't know. The thing is that if they're going to have to do that, they're going to have to add in more story. That's the thing.
Yeah, dude.
Like similar to like the lens. If you know the Division, right? The Division has released like a lot. It's still going till this day, and
still going.
it's still going. The Division 2. I mean, they're
Jesus.
gonna probably lead it to the Division 3 like in the future, but it's still going. But with that said, they added like story stuff. You know, the like story stuff connected to like the seasons and all such, and then other content. But I don't know if they're gonna do it in the lens of that because this is Rocksteady, so it's not going to be similar. But yeah, if because I know some of the game and the ending and all such, but the question is how the hell how they're going to implement it in terms of like the story, because
Yeah,
they're
dude.
gonna have to justify some story for the battle pass at least, because
Because then
yeah,
didn't in the ending they were like, oh, there's you
multiple
killed.
verses.
Cause I didn't pay.
Yeah.
All I remember is like, there's 12 more Brainiacs, and
Yeah,
they're
it's like the concept of Marvel
that is-
Kang and such,
that
which is kind of weird,
that
but
is so
yeah,
lame.
I don't know, it's a weird thing, really.
Just make it a battle royale.
It's just a weird thing.
Well,
really.
because we were talking about this, and then I don't know why. Oh, we were talking about the Division, and then it reminded me. Well, because the game that released that like instantly failed, and then the
the
game
day before.
the day before.
Okay. So
That one was an absolute disaster.
so
bro.
the day before is a
Uh,
they touted as a survival game, but it's
Is
a very scuffed extraction
Okay.
shooter
This
game.
is what I just pulled up the wiki. The day before, oh my god, the day before was a multiplayer survival horror extraction shooter video game.
That's a lot of words.
Exactly.
What the heck?
Set in
Horror.
the future, players controlled a character who must traverse and survive in the fictional post-apocalyptic New Fortune City, which has been overrun by zombies. And yeah, that's the synopsis right there.
Yeah. The development of the game has been very wild so far.
Oh, 100%.
So so for some reason NVIDIA showcased their game on their website to show the RTX and whatever, but there's like a lot of stuff that's like going behind the scenes, especially. So before the game came out and all of such and the whole fiasco, there used to be a live stream that they were about to release, right? Where they're going to show gameplay and all of such, the typical showcase in terms of on streaming services and all such. And then once the timer ran out, I think the stream just dropped, like just got cut off. People like were wanting this. It's like what is happening? And all of a sudden they said, oh, they're gonna delay like the live stream, and then they said they're gonna delay the game, and then they said they're gonna delay it to November, which is like last year. So yeah, this was all due because of like a copyright thing, which is kind of weird because just for a name they can't like make the game for some reason. And then on the day of November, I think people they posted something on social media that says this game is for you, the people who believed in us or whatever, right? Then the game was released, and then it was clowned on, really. Like for example, like the hit detection was very bad, right? There was a lot of like clipping issues. There was a lot of models where it just turned into like big head mode for like the size of like the skyscraper or whatever.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. A lot of issues as well.
It seems like it was a lot of the issues came from like the founders of the company. Because
Yeah.
I'm on the wiki
So-
right now, and then they were
The
like,
founders of the company, they touted their employees as volunteers, which is a very weird concept to think about. There's probably there's probably an explanation why they call them volunteers, but
maybe.
yeah, that's what they call them. They're like there are volunteers or whatever, which is like kind of weird.
Yeah,
It's
but
very weird.
apparently it was never meant to be an MMO, and
Yeah, it was never meant to be an MMO, but in earlier versions of like the trailer, like going way back, they touted it as a MMO open world.
interesting.
They had a lot of features like vehicle physics. There's this they copied a lot of trailers from Call of Duty Cold War. The zombie portion that they made for Cold War.
Yeah,
And then they copied The Last of Us, of course, and then they copied this one driving game where you had like those mud physics or whatever.
yeah.
I mean, let's just asset flips are not a bad thing, but they when it's just blatant copy and pasting type of situation, that's where I feel like it's very much touted as an asset flip, really, because a lot of video games at times use already reuse assets and all such, but I feel like the day before was was not supposed to be a game, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like
Because a lot of the track record for Fantastic was that they usually just make the game and then they just abandon it immediately. So that's been like a very common trend, really, in terms of their studio, really. So yeah, and then people clouded it and all such, and then you know what crazy thing happened after all the things that happened from the game closing down in 4 days. I think a week after, whatever, they posted like a statement saying, "Oh, this is your fault" or whatever. This is like
that's crazy.
this is your fault. It's a gamer's fault. It's a content creator's fault. It's your fault that this game failed and all that such. And then, as you know, with Twitter and all such, there's this feature called community notes, and community noted them, not once but twice but 3 times.
Oh, nice.
So until they did the weird thing and they rebranded their entire website just that with that message, I'm like, oh, okay. So, and yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the day before. Oh,
Wow, dude.
what a video game. And you
What?
know what's crazy? After the whole debacle, there's a game dev person out there that made the day before called the day after, and he wanted to test out to see if he can make the game in a month, and he did, with the same stuff.
No way, dude.
Yeah, it's called the day after.
Wow. Well,
He made it in a month.
time to check that one out.
Yeah, I mean it's there, but it was more of like a test and more of like a proper job at Fantastic.
Yeah.
That because his goal, the game that that game dev's solo game dev's goal was to make the day before, but with the same like stuff that they did, so reuse assets and all like stuff that you can find on like the Unreal Engine, and then he did in a month. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, it was a Fantastic is a weird situation, really, because I don't know, because people were thinking about what their end game is, especially because if usually with people scamming you, there tends to be like, oh, pre-orders and all that such, but
Yeah.
there was no pre-orders. But the fact is that they still got some money from they didn't get any money, of course, because Steam usually gives you the money after a month after they take their cut, but they basically didn't get any money at the end of the day because 4 days after
Yeah.
releasing, they said, "Oh, we give up." I'm
Well,
like,
I
okay.
feel like they just thought like jamming a bunch of like video game trends and trying to like what did people
Yeah.
love the most, like
Especially in the survival, those 3 words: survival, MMO, third person, extraction, all
first
such.
person,
You
shooter.
basically are, I guess, exploiting those types of people that like very very much want those types of games. Especially, it's just that there hasn't been someone who actually it wants to make it. But the fact is that the amount of traction that they got from the day before started all of this, really, especially from the video trailer where they showed their RTX stuff, which is kind of weird. But
what are we thinking about the, because we're on the topic of failed video games.
yes,
What about all the like the anime fighting games that have been coming out as of recently?
which one?
I guess most specifically JJK's Cursed Clash that
Oh,
has been that has
when it-
failed pretty quickly.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
I have
They-
never heard of that. I'll be honest.
They came out
When
with
it
a
comes to
fighting-
fighting games, it's a very interesting thing because the fighting game community has a very big following and all such, and
Yeah.
it all comes down to the game, really. Like, I know people used to talk about like Mortal Kombat 1, but now I don't even hear anyone talking about Mortal Kombat 1. Like, oh,
Yeah, dude.
So-
It's like so basically they kind of wanted to use like the curse techniques and stuff like that
Yeah.
in the anime. But it is like so unfun to play because it's like the combat is just boring. Like everything about it. Like as a fighting game, I feel like your combat has to be fun.
That's
like that's like
just
your
a
main
fighting
thing.
game.
You
'Cause,
know?
as I said before, the fighting game community is very passionate, and they will build a community around that game. So
Yeah.
if they don't, if the fighting system isn't interesting, then they're not going to stick around, right? There's like a lot of games like Grand Blue, Guilty Gear, Tekken especially.
Tekken that just came out. Yeah.
Tekken 8 took the storm. I'm like, oh, dang.
100%. Yeah, dude. Because
SF6 and all such, and then Mortal Kombat. Well, I mean, Mortal Kombat was a different story, but still, like those games have very big followings. Especially, I still have to get Tekken 8 though. It's been a bit, but probably get it once I'm ready for the new PC soon.
once you build it,
Yeah, because the thing is that the new PC, it's my computer is 7 years old, so I can't run VR games anymore. So, yeah, it's like it's still functioning, but it's not as good as it was before. But yeah. But other than that, though, that's just really how like fighting games is really. Because the thing is that it gets even like fighting games have like already established followings, but there's there's like going to be a lot more niches in terms of like certain fighting games, especially.
I guess, yeah. But I feel like just like anime fighting games are like
It's
so like they're so like low quality made. You know,
Yeah.
Like we had the One Punch Man one.
you have a
and-
One Punch Man one?
Yeah, and it was literally like
Oh, that's weird.
you could play any character, but if you play as Saitama, he doesn't arrive to the fight on time. He's always late.
What?
So you have to wait like
That's
you have to wait like two to like 3 minutes for him to show up, and once he like shows up, like no character is able to damage him, and then he
that's a
ends it
weird
in-
concept though. What?
Yeah, exactly. And then I was trying to look up another like other ones because I know like as of recently like a bunch had come out. Like I'm pretty sure a new like Naruto fighting one came out as of recently. It wasn't like the Ninja Storm series. It was like trying to be something else.
Something else.
But it was like so bad that it's just fallen off the face of the planet.
Yeah, when it comes, I mean, even then, if you heard, the game Jump Force.
Yeah, like that one
Yeah,
especially.
even then, especially you have all these like shonen characters, and it still hasn't like it didn't do so well, which is crazy,
Oh, Demon Slayer, that's another one.
Demon Slayer. Oh,
Like
there's a lot of.
yeah, like
I
it's
feel like
the popular anime.
I feel like it's just at the point that's oversaturation, really,
Yeah.
because there's only so much games that people will play that it takes a lot just to get like at least a decent like audience to
Yeah,
them,
dude.
really. As I said before, there's a lot of already like popular established fighting games, even like old ones, like the one with Neko Arc, I think. I forgot the name, especially. It's been a while, but yeah, you have Grand Blue, Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, SF6, and then the upcoming Virtual Fighter if that ever comes out. Yeah, that's basically how it goes really when it comes to fighting games. Nothing too crazy though, but that's just how it is really. But yeah, but even then, I feel like if you put anime and fighting game together, it gets even more niche.
yeah.
It's like hard to grow, especially within like small circuits or majors or Evo, especially. You have to figure out like
Just to figure
make the
out
game better.
how you're gonna like
market it and also
extend the content, because there's no way you could just fit everything that was in the anime and put it in a game.
Yeah.
You know? Like people are gonna want outside content.
but also it's a fighting game as well, so they need to have at least a decent fighting game, fighting game system where complex combos and all such and separate like each character from each other. But that's just how it is really when it comes to fighting games, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, as usual, what are you excited for this this semester?
yeah, I'm just excited to be here with you, Nico.
Oh,
You know, I miss this. I missed our little talks. You know,
nice.
but like, I guess I wanna add a soundboard. That is like number one top thing I want to do. Everything else, whatever. You know, I want the soundboard now.
Yeah. So we've been. I don't know. I don't know if we can like talk. I don't know if we can like mention. Not mention. It's not a bad thing, but it turns out that we have a Twitch somehow. The KSFS radio has a Twitch. So
Are we gonna use KFSS?
well, the thing is that we have to figure. We have to figure out how to
work it or connect it.
convince.
Convince is crazy to say, dude.
Well,
That's our issue.
Well, yeah, I mean, because the thing is that a lot of it we can't control. Like, we can't install anything in the computer, so
Yeah.
we have to ask someone
We
to,
have to ask Lyle.
probably. But as I said before, it's there's a lot of stuff, but we have to figure out some stuff. But in terms of soundboard, there's probably a way that we can probably do it. We can. It's probably an inexpensive
Well,
device.
Isn't. Well, I'm gonna show Nico this because you guys can't see this. But couldn't this be used as a soundboard?
I have no idea what it is except for numbers. Press
'Cause-
it. No. Well, there's nothing.
Because I know we have a stream deck in one of the studios that we kind of use.
Yeah,
but
but the thing is that with the Stream Deck, right? The Stream Deck only works if you have a computer that has the system. So you have to. One way that we can probably do it is to connect it to the way we connected to the tablet, and work it that way. But as I said before, it's a bit. But if we can figure out like a separate like soundboard device and plug it into this device, that's probably the easiest way. But yeah, that's just how it is really when it comes like tech, especially. But it'll be well, there's probably inexpensive option I can look online and just buy, because I got some spare monies to see. But
yeah. What are you excited to see, Nico?
I guess just some more stuff to just talk about. Really, one of the things I kind of want to get into is cars. Because as I said, I think I said this before, maybe with other folks, but kind of want to get into sim racing as well.
Oh, yeah.
But at the end of the day, I kind of just want to talk about really cars in the perspective of just a normie.
Yeah.
Just because I'll be honest, cars are nice, but I'm not too well versed into like the technical aspects. I just only know good part equals speed.
Yeah.
That's basically how my knowledge. Good like cars. Good parts equals good car. That's
You know
just
what we
how it
should
is.
do? We should bring our setups in the. We should just set up our setups here in the radio
Oh
room.
my goodness.
We have the racing rig, and then like, as we have like just a car like in the background the entire time.
Oh my
Road
goodness.
trip episode.
Oh, you
Wait.
could- that's probably a thing, you know. Just put like a it's like a road trip sound effect or road trip background audio.
Nico, look out!
Oh,
That's how
man.
we end the episode. We just crash.
We just crashed. Oh, to the next time for the next episode. Oh no,
Next episode, hospital episode.
we're in the hospital. Oh, I can't feel my legs.
Yeah, dude. We're not talking at all. We just beep.
Oh no! Oh god! No! Oh god! That's something. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting so far. Especially, I feel like with this new group of folks that we have for 505, it's going to be wild, especially in a good way. Because I think everyone's like vibing for the most part in
No,
terms
yeah,
of
100%.
but we'll see how it goes as well. But with other stuff that's been happening. But yeah, I think that will be all for this episode.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening, even with that small mishap of the 13 minutes. But you know, you live and learn with technical issues. That's just how it is. We're a college radio, but you know, it's always the good knowledge that you need to turn on the mic and remove the mute. So that's just how it is, really.
You're so
but
silly, Nico.
what a tech. I mean, technically, it's been a while since I've used this, because currently I use the There's this I forgot the name, but I have a new mixer at my house.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like this, but not that complicated, but still. But it's I got it for like I think 500 back at Christmas, so it's not too bad.
That's not bad.
But
I think that's where we have to end the episode.
Episode?
You know, thank you everyone for joining us.
Thank you, everyone, for listening.
And-
As usual, our new time slot is 12
yeah.
to 1 p.m. That's going to be our new time slot, but still on Mondays, though. So, yeah, as usual, thank you all for listening for in this season 2 premiere. Have a wonderful day, especially outside. It's not too bad, but still cloudy.
We're going to cut to a short music
break.
And coming up next is Jack and Josh.
Yes, and we'll see you all next week.
See you guys next
Don't
week.
go away. As usual, more shows to come, and also here at the KSFS radio station. We'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you all for listening.